Hey everyone, and welcome back to AI in Action. What if I told you there's a new AI tool from Google that doesn't just design apps for you, but actually organizes your entire creative process from start to finish for free? Well, get ready, because Google's new Stitch updates aren't just incremental, they are an absolute game changer. We're talking about going from a blank screen to a full-blown app design in minutes, with a new feature that fundamentally changes how you work. So what exactly is Google Stitch? It's an experimental AI-powered UI design tool from Google Labs, and its main job is to create UI layouts and front-end code for web and mobile apps from simple text prompts or image inputs. Now, before these updates, it was a great, fast tool for getting an initial concept, but it was also pretty limited. You'd use it for a quick, one-off design, but it struggled with consistency, and the generated Figma files could be a total mess. We're talking design debt, which is the hidden cost of all the cleanup you had to do after the fact. But something massive just happened at Google I/O 2025. Two key updates were announced that completely changed the value proposition of this tool. The first one is a back-end upgrade, but it's a big deal. Stitch is no longer running on some old clunky model. It has been upgraded to the more powerful and refined Gemini 2.5 Pro model. This means that by default, Stitch is now capable of producing more detailed, higher quality, and more intelligent designs. It's a huge leap in performance and capability. Now, pause for a second and think about a time you had a great idea for an app, but just couldn't get started. You stare at the blank Figma canvas, and that creative inertia just takes over. That's the problem Google is solving here. Stitch is a creative on-ramp designed to democratize app development and help you overcome that blank canvas paralysis. And here's where it gets interesting. If you've ever felt that frustration of staring at a blank screen, hit that like button right now. It helps this video reach more people who need to see this, and it lets me know that you're getting value from these tutorials. Thank you. All right. So the first update was the model upgrade to Gemini 2.5 Pro, but that's just the start. The real game changer is the new Canvas feature. Actually, scratch that. Let's not just call it a feature. It's a fundamental shift in how this tool works. Previously, you would create a single design and then it was just a one-off thing. You had a collection of disconnected designs. That's gone now. Canvas is a dynamic side panel that essentially turns Stitch into a multi-session creative workspace. It allows you to build and organize complex projects over time. You can generate a series of UI screens and organize them within a single canvas for a complete project plan, rather than having a bunch of random designs scattered everywhere. This transforms Stitch from a simple generator into an organizational workspace that changes its entire value proposition. It makes those initial designs way more useful for larger multi-step projects. This isn't just a new button. It's Google building an entire ecosystem around early-stage creative workflows. The tool's positioning is clear. It's not a replacement for Figma or Adobe XD. It's a starting point. It excels at giving you a foundational starting point that you can then refine in other tools, and that's the key. The new updates make that starting point infinitely more useful. But wait, there's a catch, and it's a big one that most people are missing. Now, let's be real. No AI tool is perfect, and Stitch has some significant limitations that you absolutely need to be aware of. 1. Lack of consistency. A major problem is its inability to maintain design consistency. Even with detailed prompts, things like navigation can vary from page to page. This means you still need to go back and manually fix these inconsistencies. 2. Generic visuals. Stitch often produces designs that are, frankly, a bit uninspired and generic. They all tend to have the same visual identity, regardless of specific branding or style instructions. It's a great starting point for layout, but you'll have to inject your own creativity to make it truly unique. Number 3, sloppy Figma files. While the Figma integration is a major selling point for its standard mode, the quality of the generated Figma files can be poor. They often have a messy structure with an excessive number of unnecessary layers, which means you'll spend time cleaning them up. And here's a critical point. This direct Figma export is only supported in the standard mode, not the more powerful experimental mode. If you want to use the experimental mode with a sketch, you have to export the HTML CSS code and use a third-party tool to get it into Figma. Speaking of knowing the hidden details of AI tools, if you're serious about staying ahead of the curve and getting the real expert breakdown on AI, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I'm dedicated to providing genuine, no-fluff value, and you won't want to miss our next video. Now, this next point is the most profound limitation of Stitch, and it's a conceptual one. Stitch can effectively draw a screen, but it does not understand the underlying purpose of that screen. It lacks the ability to comprehend user journeys, contextual logic, or strategic user goals. Let me give you an example. If you ask Stitch to improve a complex UI, it can apply better visual aesthetics, things like improved spacing and typography. But it completely fails to address the deeper UX problems, like reimagining flows for different user types or adding strategic elements like saved preferences. This is the fundamental distinction between making a design pretty and making it truly functional. The tool can't perform the strategic thinking required of a human designer. So here's my advice. Focus on the tutorial. Use the standard mode for quick, structured text-to-UI generation. Remember the art of structured prompting. Start with a broad concept, then define specific components and refine incrementally. Leverage experimental mode wisely. Use the experimental mode for when you have a visual concept like a hand-drawn sketch that you want to bring to life. Acknowledge design debt. Go in with your eyes open. The time you save in the initial ideation phase may be spent later on manual cleanup and refinement. It's a trade-off. The new Google Stitch is an incredible tool for what it is designed to be, a rapid ideation and prototyping engine. The upgrade to Gemini 2.5 Pro and the introduction of the Canvas feature fundamentally change its value proposition. It's no longer just a toy, it's a serious component in a larger creative workflow. It's a perfect starting point for turning abstract ideas into tangible designs and code. But remember, a human designer is still indispensable. The strategic thinking, the understanding of user journeys, and the ability to create a truly polished and functional product, that's all on you. But speaking of new AI tools that are changing everything, you've probably heard about the next big thing in AI, a tool from Google that is supposedly going to kill prompt engineering for good. To understand why that's happening and how it works, you need to watch this video next. The title is Google Just Killed Prompt Engineering with this new AI tool, Whisk Review. Click right here to watch it now.